love itself is not enough to be able to sustain any marriage. It is important that you understand that there is a comprehensive strategic dimension to marriage that makes it different from every other relationship. What is the problem that your marriage will be solving for human life? So why don't you think of, what if we live up to 70 years? What will life look like at 70? And then you walk back. That is vision. That is where we are going. So if the two of you can see it, that is bliss. If you cannot see it, I can guarantee you for free, somewhere along the line, there will be issues that will tell you this guy is the wrong person for me to marry. And the next one, hello, welcome to another broadcast of Life Transitions. Today, I am Dele Ayobankole. I am still sharing on relationship transitions, and we're looking at how to marry in 1 year. I did some episodes already in this series. Please click on this link to watch some of the other episodes that I have done in this series. So please click right now. So let's go into business right now. I've seen a lot of people who say, well, I want to get married because I just love this person. I just love her spec, the way she walks, the way she catwalks and all of that. But then you realize that 3 months, 1 year, 2 years into the marriage, they begin to experience serious issues in their marriage. The question is, why does that usually happen? And I'm going to tell you the truth. Love itself is not enough to be able to sustain any marriage, and I'm going to explain what I mean. For many people, when they talk about love, what is coming to their mind is the feelings that they have for this other person. But when you look at love itself, you realize that love is a strategy. Love is not a feeling. Love is a strategy. Love is not a feeling. Let's look at people from medieval times, from the old times. When a king is thinking of taking over an empire, or is thinking of expanding his kingdom, one of the things he thinks is strategic alignment. So he's thinking, which king has the resources that I need, that has the army, that has the manpower, that has the resources that I will require for me to be able to take over this other territory that I'm considering. And so they think of strategic alignment. And one of the ways by which they seal their relationship is by making their children to marry one another. So they do that as a bond of unity, that yes, we are entering into this agreement together, and wherever we stop, our children would continue in this vision, in this dream that we both share, in this strategy that we both share. So when we look at it, somebody will say, well, that is arranged marriage. Whether you call it arranged marriage or not, the truth is that marriage itself is a strategy. Now, let's take it a step further. Who among you wants to start a business, and then you're thinking of, you want to employ somebody simply because, the guy doesn't have a job, or because the guy the guy is looking nice, he's a graduate, but then he is just walking around the street. Let me just help him, and then you just employ somebody without considering the fact that whether he fits into your organization, without considering whether he is going to serve you on the long term, without considering whether his values fit into your organization. Do you do that? But many times we just marry people because we think that because they make very good impressions when we are relating to them, and then we feel like, this guy is going to be very good, I think I can marry him. See, it is not enough to base your marital decisions on what you feel or think about someone. It is important that you understand that there is a comprehensive strategic dimension to marriage that makes it different from every other relationship. And once you understand this, I can tell you for free that you can enjoy bliss in your home. And I will be sharing with you how to strategically position your relationship, whether you're married or you are single. How can you strategically position your relationship for you to be a winning team? irrespective of what goes on in and around you. This is what I'll be sharing now. So let's go into this right now. So the first thing I'll be talking about is strategic intent, and that's what is the problem that your marriage will be solving for humanity. Yes, think about it. You are not just going to enter into marriage simply because, some people feel, age is no longer on my side. I need to get married now. I need to settle down. Sometimes because the society says you have to get married. Some people say, yes, I'm going to get married. Society wants me. And someone says, oh, I just love the guy. The guy is not bad. Or because somebody is going through grief and you say, oh, let me just marry him, or let me just marry her. Some people marry out of pity. The question is, by the time you marry because of any of these reasons, think about it. How far will that reason take you in your marriage? Think about it. How far will that reason take you in your marriage? Probably not too far. I can guarantee you for free that it's a matter of time before you start experiencing issues. So the first thing is, what will my family be all about? Think about it. What will a typical day look like in my family in the next 10 years? What will a typical day look like when you wake up? Let's say you have children, the children have gone to school. What will you and your husband, or what will you and your wife, what will you and your spouse be doing on a typical day? Those are questions that you need to be able to answer whenever you are thinking of marriage. What problem will your family be solving for humanity? If there is no purpose, if there is no galvanizing intent, I can guarantee you for free that it is just a matter of time before you will start seeing your weaknesses, before you start saying, oh, she's not good enough, he is not good enough, he's not intelligent, she's not beautiful, you start looking for petty things because there is no strategic intent for your marriage. The second thing is the vision. After you define the problem or the strategic intent, the next thing is, what is the vision for this home? So the vision talks about the end. Where is our family going to end? So if you're going to walk back into time, and then you're saying, okay, the next 30, 40, 50 years of our marriage, and then you walk back, where are we going to be in the next 50 years? If you cannot see it, you need to understand that you are going to live with that person if death doesn't happen, and if you don't intend to separate or divorce from the person, you're going to live with that person for as long as you both are alive. So why don't you think of, what if we live up to 70 years? What will life look like at 70? And then you walk back. That is vision. That is where we are going. So if the two of you can see it, that is bliss. If you cannot see it, I can guarantee you for free, somewhere along the line there will be issues that will tell you this guy is the wrong person for me to marry. And the next one is your mission. What your mission talks about, the daily things that you will be doing that will make you to be able to achieve that vision. So how are you going to go about running your daily life? Is so that when you keep doing this, you are sure and guaranteed that eventually we will get to that vision of the 50 and 60 and 70 years that we can see ahead of us. And if you are smart, you can take it further and think for your generation. What will it be like with your children, with your grandchildren, with your great-grandchildren? That is vision. A wise man says that a good man leaves an inheritance for his children's children. That is generational thinking of generations. I believe that is where we are supposed to operate from. Yeah, and now the fourth thing you want to consider is your values. Now, if this vision is going to be achieved, there is a way you need to conduct yourself such that it would happen. See, visions don't manifest themselves. Visions just don't happen because people wish that they happen. Visions happen because people are deliberate about pushing the vision from their head to their hands, from what they think to what they can see. So if you're going to push your vision to reality, then you need to ask yourself, what are the things that we need to do? How must we conduct ourselves? How must we behave for us to be able to achieve this feat? It's very important. Those are your values, and then you know that that also your values will define your behavior. It will also define the kind of people you allow into your home. So when anybody is coming into your home, you want to profile them by your values, because if their behaviors do not align with the values that you have set for your home, I can guarantee you for free there will be clashes, there will be collisions, there will be trouble, and you don't want trouble for your home. So many times when there's an intrusion into any relationship, whether there's a third party or anyone, usually it's because of a misalignment of values, and that is why issues come up here and there. And when you don't define your values from the beginning of the relationship, I can guarantee you for free that you will keep having issues in that relationship. So you need to define your values. And the last one I want to talk about for this episode are your goals. All right, there must be something you are about every year. Every year there should be a milestone goal for your family. Like, okay, this year this is, so there will be smaller things you need to achieve. Maybe getting a better apartment, getting a better car, getting a better job, starting a business as a family, those. But then there should be milestone goals that stretches you and your spouse. So that will determine your prayer, that will determine your finances, because it's like a milestone goal. So there should be milestone goals you're setting for yourself, so that helps to be able to keep things in perspective. And because you guys are about achieving something together, there is always something to talk about. Many times you see some spouses are torn here and there. The guy spends the whole day at work, in quote, or sometimes hanging out with his friends and all of that, because there is nothing to talk about in the house. When you have goals that you set, then you know that you are always talking about it, and you are evaluating and saying, how far have we gone in achieving this? So I'm going to stop here for this episode. I have a whole lot to talk about. If you want a customized solution, please send an email to askdab@deleayobankole.com. Now it is displayed on the screen, askdab@deleayobankole.com, and let us take it further. In the next episode, I will be sharing with you what I call marital environmental analysis. Once you understand the environment in which your marriage is going to operate in, it gives you a leverage already above every other person. So I am going to encourage you to please subscribe to this channel right now and turn on the notification bell, so that when that video drops, you are the first person to be notified that I have dropped the video. Okay, so what issues do you want to talk about, or what's the high point of this broadcast for you? Please drop your thoughts in the comment. And please don't miss out on the other episode. Kindly explore this channel and you will see amazing resources that will position you and your marriage for success. All right, we will meet again in the next episode. Keep winning, keep grinding, and keep bringing in the laurels. I'm Dele Ayobankole. Bye for now.